There's a weather warning in place for heavy rain across Shropshire until 8 tonight. The skies above me in Turnhill are wall-to-wall cloud. There is a break in the rain at the moment, but the showers I've seen so far have been absolutely epic. And riding through this today with her team on a bike is Professor Susie Jobling from Brunel University in London. I had to think, it is in London, isn't it?
It is, West London.
Right, you've seen the weather. You're still going to go and do this.
Yes.
Why? What are you doing?
Well, it's been raining every day since the 22nd of September, so and the reason we're doing it is to raise awareness of the rising tide of lung cancer in never smokers and non-smokers, and to shine a spotlight on air pollution at the local level as a risk factor.
Is that having the finger pointed at it?
I guess we've been pointing the finger at air pollution for quite a bit. We exceed World Health Organisation safe limits in lots of cities and towns quite a bit of the time. Of course, the weather affects air pollution as well. And so air pollution is the biggest environmental public health issue we now face. So it kills more people than tobacco worldwide.
It's a long, long way from John O'Groats to London, as you're finding out.
It is.
Any tips if you're going to ride a bike that distance?
It's resolve, really. I mean, my personal reason for doing this, apart from the fact that I'm a professor of environmental toxicology, so I'm interested in environment, health and communities, is that my friend Ruth Strauss died of a never smoking lung cancer after only a year-long battle, aged 46, in December last year. So my resolve is her. I have a picture of her, which we unwrap and put in the whatever B&B we're staying in.
To drive you on.
And every morning I look at it and I think it's your fault.
Yeah, you're going to have to, looking at those skies, you're going to have to look at it twice today, at least.
So it's hard work, and yesterday we had to abort part of one of the rides near Iron Bridge because literally brakes full on coming down to the bridge. We weren't stopping. So we had to, you've got to keep safe.
Now, I said that you were riding through with a team, and that team's a movable feast because you're getting local support wherever you go.
That's right. So the idea is it's a community relay. So Ruth was all about community, and there are communities of care that surround lung cancer patients. Those include their families, their friends, but there's also themselves. I'd like to think of them as warriors and nurses and doctors. And so today will be, when we go through Manchester, there'll be a patient joining us for a short while, and also when we get to the Christie Hospital where there's a lung cancer specialist unit, we'll be meeting up with the doctors and nurses there. They're not riding. In London at the Royal Marsden, they rode with us on Santander bikes to Regent's Park and got very wet because it was raining down there as well.
When will you finish?
We will finish on the 6th of October.
Right, still some way to go, but let's fast forward, right? So you're back at home and you're sat before a roaring fire, absolutely beautiful.
That sounds nice.
Looking back at the epic trip, how are you going to remember Shropshire? Wet?
Yeah, wet, I think. The pub grub's good. We had a nice pub grub, but we'd remember everywhere wet, I think. The countryside's been nice whenever we've been able to see it, beneath the clouds, I suppose. But we've also got some friends of Ruth's, other friends of Ruth's, that are meeting to cheer us on in Manchester. So I'm sure, that won't be Shropshire, it'll be Manchester, but I'll remember that. And I guess I'll remember the radio interview.
Yeah, okay.
But we're going to do it again next year, so because we're going to keep going until we get to our target.
We'll see you here next year. Hopefully the weather will be a bit better. So currently, as far as Susie's concerned, Shropshire scores 0 out of 10 for the weather. But the food, the pub grub's really good.